Welcome back to Crypto Moonshots. So happy to have you guys here. I really appreciate the channel growth. I hit my first 1K views and I only started this channel 2 days ago. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. But let's hop right into it, man. I'm 2 of 2. I predicted two things correctly so far, so I'm really happy about that. When it was around, right here, I told you guys that it's gonna come down and um, it's going to test this line, which it did. And then I told you guys yesterday, if you see yesterday's video, that it's going to go back up and test this line of resistance, which it did. So if you guys hopped in, if you saw my video, you would have made around 20% gain. So I'm happy for you if you did. If you didn't, don't worry. Stick with me and I will try my best through technical analysis to, I guess, kind of predict the future. So great news today. Obviously, I told you guys that yesterday we were looking at these candles. I told you right when a candle closes above this line of 0.019, right when a candle closes, I'm sorry, enter the trade. And if you guys did, you guys made 20%. So yeah, we were keeping a close eye on this candle right here. I told you guys if it closes below, we're going to drop down to 0.016. So yeah, I'm really happy that it went above. That's a very bullish sign. If it came down, then we'd have another line of resistance to get through to get where to get to where we want to go, which is the moon, right? So let's look at a few things here. The first thing I want to look at is I'm going to draw a line, a trend line for you guys. Hold up, my bad. Just a quick trend line just to see, if we take the top of this swing high, right, and we include that, right, and we include that, all right, so we included this swing high, right, when it hit 0.0475, which is absolutely insane, right? And we include this one, right? And we just draw this trend, right? This trend line, let me get rid of this so you guys can see better. This trend line, as you can see, this touched it as well, right? This is just basic science of technical analysis. So this line right here, was acting as a line of resistance, right? Let me get rid of these so you guys can see better. This trend line right here was acting as a line of resistance. As you can see, it touched, right, didn't break through, and then came back down, and then it broke through, right? That is a very good sign, right? So now this trend line, right, that was bringing us all the way down is acting as a line of support, right? It's acting as a line of support. So where do we go next? Well, right, if we close, so as you guys can see here, we tested this line of resistance here at, what is that, at 0.023, right? We wicked through and then we came up, right? And then we came back down, right? It kind of did a little fake out right here. It came above it, but then it broke back down, right? But that's a good sign. So we went through it, right? We went through it. So there was enough bulls, right, to push it through, right? And then we went back down. This time, I believe that, I'm 2 of 2, two predictions correctly. So hopefully I'm 3 of 3 in tomorrow's video. But if there's one or two candles close above this line, right, and we've already wicked through, right, if we close above it, we're going up. We're gonna go up. To where, I'm not quite sure, right? If you see a wick or a candle close above this line right here, this line of resistance, let's look at the 2 hour too. So right here, if we look at the 2 hour, it's having a hard time breaking through it, right? It's having a little bit of a tough time, right? If we don't break through, so yeah, that 1 hour candle, that's 3 candles that it's acting as a really strong line of resistance, right? If we don't break through, we're coming back down. We're coming back down. if we don't break through, right? In the short term. Again, if you're looking at this long term, anywhere around this area is a good buy opportunity. Obviously, if you want to, if these candles end up not closing, let's look at the 15-minute. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It doesn't know. It's just acting as a very strong line of resistance. So, um, if it can't break through this, we're coming back down in the short term, right? So, I'd say keep a close eye on it. I'm gonna try to upload this video as soon as possible so that you guys have an opportunity to keep an eye on it. If it can't break through, we're coming back down. So if you're trying to buy, I'd wait, right? I'd wait until we hit around. Again, I've seen a lot of people say 0.018, but I disagree. I think it's at that line here. Like if we look at this too, it hit 0.019, right? I see other YouTube channels about Bepro, they talk about 0.018, but I don't know how they got that, because like someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, because this looks like 0.019 to me. But yeah, we're coming back down to 0.019, right? So other great news is that if we look at the moving averages, right? If we look at the moving averages, again, this became resistance, but we easily broke through that, right? The 20-day moving average, right? So as long as we can maintain above that, hopefully this becomes a strong support and we stay above it like we did when it went parabolic, right? When it went parabolic, right? And if we look at the 5-day moving average, or no, I'm sorry, the 50-day moving average, again, if the 4-hour candle closes above the 50-day moving average, very bullish sign, right? We're gonna go to the moon, right? If if it if it closes above the 50-day moving average and it closes above the this line of resistance. But if we're looking at it right now, you know, it really doesn't know what to do. If you put a gun to my head and made me choose though, I'd say that it's gonna come back down. That's what I think, right? I think it's gonna come back down to retest this line. I think once it comes back down, right? Once it comes back down and then bounces off, right? The third time it touches this line, it's gonna go through. Because in technical analysis, um, every time you test a line of resistance, right? Every single time you test a line of resistance, there's a more likely chance that it's gonna break through. Um, there's a more likely chance that it's gonna break through the next time it touches it, right? So, um, we touched it here, so this was acting as support, right? And then we broke through, so it's acting as resistance. Kind of wick through it here, so we'll count that as 1, 2, 3 times, right? If it comes down, fourth time you're almost guaranteed to go back up, right? To like see. So let me draw this for you. So this is we'll count this wick. A lot of people don't, but we'll count it. So that's 1 right there, right? And then 2 right there. Oh my goodness, that two right there, right here. And then this is the third time, right? And then if we come back down, right? If we come back down and then we bounce off that, hopefully, right? Which I think we will. The fourth time, right? Every single time you touch it, more likely chance it's gonna go up, right? More likely chance it's gonna go up. So, um, yeah, man, that's about it. Very good sign though for today. I'm very glad we broke out of this trend. Could be a lot worse. We could have, just kept coming down, tested this line, bounced off, and then we would have been stuck between, these two levels right here. Man. We would have been stuck between these two levels right here, and then we would have had to break that and use it as support. But yeah, man, really good sign so far. Again, keep a close eye on it. If it closes above, like I said, this line of resistance, if it closes above, then I'm bullish. If it closes below, I'm bearish for the short term. Set your buy, right here if it closes below, right here around that 0.019 area, right? All right, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys. Bye.